Understanding God is an elusive endeavor. Knowing God requires experiencing it firsthand. As the Kybalion aptly states, the all is infinite mind, the universe is mental. This means that the universe is simply a mental creation of the infinite mind. The universe exists only in the mind of the all, and outside the mind of the all, there is no universe. The teachings in the book highlight that God's essence defies comprehension, thus, the scientific pursuit to unravel God might remain fruitless. Contrary to the image of an entity with human-like attributes sitting on a throne, as often depicted, God encompasses everything. Its core essence resides within you. However, your ego's overwhelming presence overshadows this connection, obscuring your awareness of God. The ego creates a divide between you and the divine, attributing numerous human-like traits to God and personifying it. This has led to the portrayal of God as an external entity, complete with an ego capable of judgment and harm. Observing various cultural mythologies and religious deities, you'll notice an egoic resemblance in each representation of God. This perspective stems from the ego's attempt to fathom the unfathomable essence of God. Just as Joseph Murphy insightfully states, God is not a person or being. God is not a thing. God is not a force. God is not a concept. God is an experience. This holds one of the most profound spiritual secrets. A mind that is spiritually awakened comes to the realization that examining and comprehending something only occurs from an external perspective. It's akin to observing from the outside. Yet, genuine knowledge of a thing arises when one immerses oneself in it, becoming it. Hence, understanding God emerges through experiencing it within you. Otherwise, the pursuit of God remains perpetually through the lens of the ego attempting to grasp it externally. Consequently, you'll only familiarize yourself more with its manifestations, nodding in recognition, as it remains concealed behind the facade of everything you perceive. In alignment with the wisdom of another sage, consider the words of Albert Einstein, who once remarked, "The laws of nature are but the thoughts of God, and man, the latest arrival in nature's workshop, is slowly learning to read and understand those thoughts." Within this perspective, all things are energy, and within that life-affirming energy resides the essence of God. However, our inclination often leans towards dissecting these phenomena, striving to interpret their attributes using logic. This endeavor tends to miss the vital essence that connects us, the fundamental truth that we share the same essence as the subjects we seek to comprehend. The process of observation is synonymous with the process of creation. That which you seek through observation, you shall uncover. Scientific exploration follows this principle. It seeks and ultimately finds, yet the discoveries often result in further creations, given that we serve as conduits for the expansion of God's influence within our lives. Our assumptions and areas of predominant focus shape the reality that materializes, be it on an individual or collective scale. Consequently, the act of observing culminates in the act of bringing forth something new. Positioned at the forefront of creation, we as individuals and collectively contribute to the formation of novel dimensions using our combined cognitive power. In each passing moment, our thoughts and emotions contribute to the birth of fresh realities. The essence lies in realizing that God isn't found through an exhaustive external search. By turning your focus inward within yourself, what you discover when you seek God within is yet another creation of God. The presence of God becomes more apparent when your mind is tranquil and free of distractions. When you're fully present in the moment, God is here. God's delight mirrors your contentment, and God's joy resonates with your happiness. However, it's crucial not to confuse fleeting ego-driven pleasures with the profound pleasure of God. Experiencing God requires transcending the illusion of separation. While God is always present, your ego's belief in division can distort the encounter or reshape it entirely. This doesn't imply that the ego is inherently negative, quite the contrary. The ego is the driving force behind our creative endeavors and boundless potentials. Without ego, the realm of creation and its infinite possibilities would remain untapped. In an ideal scenario where unity and self-awareness prevail, the impetus to create might not be as pronounced. Nonetheless, our individuality, while contributing to the exhilarating journey of life, also introduces challenges and complexities. The objective is not to eliminate the ego but to nurture it gracefully, embracing its role while avoiding complete identification. Recognize that the ego is a part of you, not your entirety. Once you make this distinction, you can begin to appreciate your ego. Understanding that it's yours, but not you, when you can differentiate between the ego and your authentic self, you initiate the path toward encountering God in your existence, leading to a profound understanding. It's important to clarify that the intention here isn't to imply immediate transcendence, leaving the body behind to become one with God. Such a radical shift isn't the essence of the matter. The objective isn't for you to develop a disdain for your current life and retreat to isolation within a cave. Rather, the focus is on knowing God and aligning your actions with God's intentions for your life. What is this purpose? It lies within your genuine self, beyond the ego's influence. Despite my extensive exploration of various texts on the subject of God, an intriguing observation has arisen. Rather than clarity, this quest has led to a deepened sense of confusion. One prevailing feeling, however, persists: each portrayal of God encountered thus far carries a distinctly egoic tone. These descriptions often sound distinctly human, as if the ego itself was attempting to comprehend a concept inherently beyond its grasp. This realization dawns as the ego's endeavor to rationalize the unfathomable essence of God using the familiar framework of its own limitations. One cannot gain knowledge of God by merely observing from the outside. Thus, this pursuit might seem elusive, yet not without its allure. Here are some perspectives on the seeking of God suggested by Neville Goddard. Inner experience: seek God through personal inner experiences rather than external observations. Realization of becoming: recognize that understanding comes from becoming one with the essence of what you seek. Visualize and feel: visualize scenes and scenarios where you experience God's presence and feel the emotions associated with it. Subconscious alignment: impress the idea of God's presence onto your subconscious mind for it to manifest in your reality. The journey of seeking God is personally fulfilling and enjoyable. The embrace of the concept of ego, engaging with it, is a choice rooted in pleasure. A sense of where God resides has already taken root. This, however, does not imply that the process of its creation lacks fascination. Thus, the purpose of this message isn't to discourage seeking altogether. Rather, it's an encouragement to avoid seeking external entities for completion. The inherent completeness and wholeness already exist. The aim is to seek for the sake of enjoyment, driven by curiosity, all the while immersing in the experience of God's presence by periodically stilling the mind and residing in the present moment. One can revel in the domains of science, religion, and knowledge, excelling in the intricacies of life, conjuring a life of wonder and experiencing the world's marvels. Yet, always carry the awareness of one's true identity and hold on to the presence of God throughout day-to-day existence. Such an approach augments the immersive and joyful quality of life's journey, where the presence of God remains tangible. Undeniably, God's presence is here in moments of stillness. Grasp the profound truth: I am. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe for more such videos. Thanks for watching.